please let me welcome my younger sister, Abir Safa. Thank you very much.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين خاتم النبيين سيدنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. Respected scholars, sisters and brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I congratulate you all on the birth of Syeda Fatima Zahra. May peace and blessings be upon her. I would like to thank the Labaik Zahra team for organizing such events and for giving me the opportunity to take part in such events and serving you all, inshallah. I'm just going to get right into it and praise Fatima Zahra. May peace and blessings be upon her. If I were to describe her in one word, it would come down to 6 letters. Just like heaven carries the same numerals, mother is just the same, and so beauty, I found that too, as beauty held her name. I don't need to call her, just paint for you a picture, and sure enough, you've captured this image of her, Fatima, and none came after her. Besides the lineage of the 12, there's nothing better. Let me remind you of the time they called her father Abtar. Thrown upon him labels that never matched his inner figure. I called him by his name once, and surely he received an answer. Now I call him by his daughter who rose Abtar away from him. When I try to add words to describe her in all her glory, I stand without a single thought or worry. I stand speechless in awe of her story. I don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to end. For the lady of the universe, through life she transcends. I know who to call when calamities to me bend, but still Fatima my mind can never comprehend. If I crave the stream of Kawthar upon her broken hands, I'll call upon her names, and my salams I will send. And in the way the sun descends, expect the moon to follow, for the sons of Zahra are to the world her shadow. That itself will answer why she will enter heaven first, and why her sons are her protectors, why Al-Hassan and Hussein were Islam's greatest martyrs. If I were to describe her in one word, it would come down to 6 letters. I don't need to call her, just paint for you a picture. And sure enough, you've captured this image of her, just like heaven carries the same numerals. Mother is just the same, and so beauty, I found that too, as beauty held her name. And so beauty, I found that too, as beauty held her name. Fatima, in every eye for eternity she remains. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد. This is for my mother, for all the mothers present, for all of everyone's mothers, and most importantly, the greatest of mothers, Fatima Zahra. May peace and blessings be upon her. What is a woman but a rose? Delicate and sweet, but sharp like a thorn. What is a woman but empowered? Grown from great soils, but greater than words. What is a woman but a lover? Rising above all, she earns the title of mother. Yes, she is the flag I carry on my 2 shoulders. Need I remind who cradled me before I was yet a toddler? She carried the world's weight and made me her crown. So ask me again, what would I be without her? Nothing. Even if I took my first step alone, I couldn't go on without a structure, without the one who nurtured my tongue for good. I'll only utter, ask, and ask again who I prefer. I'll reply 3 times, and all will say mother. Allow me to go on. Allow me to go on to paint the image even further. Allow me to describe her. What is in the heart of every lover, whether I handed her the world's treasures and promised her fountains of gold. She'll always look me in the eyes and tell me she'll never let me go. When I grasped her hand, when illness became my remedy, she'd read scriptures until the dawn of light crept upon me, and surely it doesn't stop there. Her single breath is the fragrance I choose to wear to remind myself daily of life's lovely blessings. Even if the world became cruel, even if the world became cruel, we'll all expect tears, but would be greeted with smiles, for her patience became worthy of all of her trials. So ask me again who I prefer. I'll reply 3 times, and all will say mother. But wait, it doesn't stop there. If I could go on forever, I would, but even forever doesn't contain the heavenly weight of our mothers. So much so paradise lies under her feet. So if I've pleased her at least once, content I'll always be, for she freed my fears and replaced them with my glistening eyes, to one day look in the mirror and see her standing by my side, if I reflect once a beautiful reflection. No, I learned from her. She's the perfect description of beauty, and even if one day I traveled across the oceans without her, I wouldn't be able to get her name out of my head, her fragrance out of my sense, her smile out of my sight, her voice away from my ears. And let me tell you about her presence that never goes to sleep. She inherited all good the day she became a mother. The day all of creation favored her over others. Ask and ask again who I prefer. I'll reply 3 times, and all will say mother. The picture is clear, but let me make it clearer. I crave to be half of what she has become, a woman, but a rose, delicate and sweet, but sharp like a thorn, a woman who's empowered, grown from great soils, but greater than words, a woman, but a lover, rising above all as she earns the title of mother. For all of the mothers and for Fatima Zahra, raise your voices in the loudest of salawats ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I don't want to take too much of your time, inshallah. This will be my last poem. But you can never speak about Fatima Zahra without highlighting the hijab of Fatima Zahra and the hijab of all of the women of our ummah. If I were to hold a flag, I'd raise it on my head high. I'd raise it with my faith as it glimmered in my eye. If I were to hold a flag, no, I'd hold it with pride. For any lover of Fatima, for her anything they strive. And fill them with her memory. She'll pave the road of heaven as well for me. In what do I owe her? In what do I give? To the one who made intelligence her crown. Even if you tried, you'll never exceed her. If you weighed gold, it would never amount to her. This is the daughter of the Prophet, her father. Now ask me again about her. I'll say Fatima once more, none like her. Even when he was orphaned, she became his mother. When asked about the neck of Fatima and its scent, he replied, just like Kawthar. And so if I were to spend every minute of life, I'd never be able to describe her. For even when I speak, all I can do is utter hardly an ounce of what she truly had to offer. If I found Fatima in every eye, how great of an encounter. For the eye that holds Fatima, she never allows to wither, and that same day, on the day of judgment, will be with her. So expect me to count on her tribe's greatest treasure. Even if I ended there, it still wouldn't exceed her, for Fatima is Fatima, and there is none like her. And if you've heard all of this, how can I ever hesitate to wear what she wore, to speak in the way she spoke, to act in the manner she did? And only those who hold this flag high with dignity and pride will know what lies within this veil. Don't be surprised if all it reads is beauty. Thank you. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.